Some of you might really like it because it's like living in a minimalistic house. It's like Marie Kondo, man. You gotta live minimalistic because this room sparks some joy. Hello there, welcome back to Pick Me Up, Scottie. Bemis. I'm Scottie Hoy, and we're finally getting back to some Oxford blocks. You know, I love Oxford blocks so much. A lot of you find them very, very expensive, and this one is no exception. I think this one is the most expensive one I've ever bought for myself. And there, some of you out there have actually been buying this. It's available on the store on breakmeupscottie.com. When this was first announced, I'm like, I gotta get this thing. And boy, oh boy, was it really hard to track down, man. As soon as it came out, it was sold out. And I think as of right now, it's still sold out locally in Korea, gone. If you're trying to buy it now after watching this video, good luck, man. There's only a couple left here. We had to order more, and they're really, really hard to get, but this is what it is. This is like my dream house, man. So this is Oxford's blocks. Crayon Shin-Chan's home. JG3625. Not quite sure how many pieces there are. Or maybe I'll do a piece count for you guys later. Now, why is this one so popular? Now, if you are unfamiliar, Crayon Shin-Chan is a Japanese manga anime, which is absolutely huge all over the world. So it's probably one of the reasons why this set is selling out super, super fast, especially if you're a fan of Crayon Shin-Chan. It's just an adventure of a 5-year-old kid that has this family right here, you can see. And it's very, very cool figures, by the way. And this is licensed, which I'll show you in the instructions in a second. But yeah, man, as soon as this came out, it's just completely sold out. Price is skyrocketing on this thing. See if the price will eventually come down. I have no idea. Oxford block sets that get discontinued are very, very pricey. But those of you who have been buying it from me, congratulations. We're all in this club together. Where's our cigar? We need our cigar to celebrate how we can afford this set. Anyway, I want a house like this. This is huge. I didn't know that this would be this big. We'll do dimensions later too. So if you haven't already, go check out my Oxford block playlist. I'll talk about them a lot. I really love their sets, and I should do more of them. There's a lot of sets behind me I haven't done yet, and even ones I haven't built yet. This I had to just build immediately because I'm like, this is so freaking cool, man. First of all, here's 2 instructions, and they're very easy to read. As you can see there, it does come with a vehicle, by the way, which is in the garage. There, just give you an idea. Very easy to follow. They kind of go up, down. In case you want to see, it is licensed by Animation International, by Yusui Yoshito. I don't even know if I said that right. So yeah, this is a Korean brick brand that is doing a Japanese anime. Okay, so 2 books, very nice. Y'all want to see the box? It's actually pretty big. I get to keep all your boxes like this. Wow, nice and colorful. Okay, that's the front side. There's the back side. Now, for those of you who ordered from me, I had to take them out of the boxes because they cost quite a lot to ship. Of course, I kept all the boxes. How many more boxes do I have? All your boxes belong to me. I'm holding them. I will have to trash these soon, but they're here. If you really want to pay for the box, you could certainly do it, but you're gonna just pay a lot more for boxes. That's why we suggest just taking them out and putting them in a bag. Trust me, I'm the one doing it for you, man. It's touched by me. It'll be safe. It'll be safe in your hands. So a lot of you have been going on my Instagram and Facebook and commenting on this thing going, well, it's just the family characters, man. But what if I told you there have always been sets with Shin-Chan? I don't have them all here in the office, but I have 2 more here. Now, I might keep them for myself now that they're here. But there's this one, which is like a playground. I actually think this is really cool. Man, I like the giraffe slide. Do I have to get this one too? But yeah, probably people are gonna buy it for the characters themselves. So I was like, okay, this one's kind of cool now. I like the playground, I like the panda, I like the giraffe. It is still sealed, you guys. Oh, what do I do? Do I sell it to you? Do I keep it for myself? It's still available in the store. We can help you get it. You're paying a lot for it. Finally, there's this one. I like this one too. After doing this one, no. This one is the classroom. And there's all his friends there that come with the set. I like this kid right here with the snot hanging down his face. I'm not familiar with the cartoon, by the way. I've seen it everywhere. I grew up like seeing it, but I just never watched this one. My first impression after building it and like seeing it like this does not look like a brick house. It really looks like a cartoon or like a Japanese home. I'm like, yo man, I want to buy a place like this. I like the overall color and the feel of it. It doesn't feel so crazy. It just feels right. You got the entrance to his house here. You guys can let me know if you're a fan, if this like represents it pretty good or not. You got the mailbox there and the garage. Well, okay, a kind of garage. It's more like a carport, right? It does have this blue awning on the top, which is nice that they changed up the color there. And they have this gated area in the front, which I actually like. I thought that was good, but the function of it is flimsy. That's probably the only thing that would really fall apart on the set because it's using a lot of force to open it. So if I were to open it here, it pops off really easy because you can see where exactly it's gonna pop off. You might just want to hold it down when you're opening and closing it so it'll be a little bit more smooth, but they could probably just fix that a little bit better. But I like down here, there's a little tiny like circular piece that holds the gate into place so it doesn't swing all the way in. That's a nice touch. But you know what makes up for that loose swing-in door? It's tiled in the garage. Woohoo! Let's pull out the car. Car fits in there just fine. Very simple build as far as the car goes. It's very Oxfordy. Oxford Block does their cars like this. But the car itself rolls just fine. Doors open and close okay. And it sits only one person inside, unfortunately, so it's not like a big van, a family car. Again, I'm not quite sure this represents the cartoon style of the car itself. You probably could fit 2 figures, one in the back. Don't forget the minifigures have super big heads, so we'll test them out later. Windows are a little bit scratched up. That's the only unfortunate thing about Oxford Block is sometimes, like even on the rooftop, I find like scuff marks on them. They just bagged them all together. So they're like rolling around scratch pieces. We don't control that stuff. So even mine's a little bit scratched up. So now you're like, well, was it really, really worth it because I get little scratched up pieces? I don't mind it, man. It happens with my Lego stuff as well. But anyway, solid, well built. Let's park it back inside here and be like, doo, 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 doo. So over here we got this yellow wall, which is nice. I like how it's just all flushed out. And now this is on multiple plates. It's not on one base plate. It's bigger than a 48 by 48 when it all adds up. You got a balcony on the 2nd floor. And then the rooftop. I love the rooftop design, by the way. It's like super secure. This right here is the back. Almost looks a little bit plain, but I don't know, man. I've been doing so many crazy, extravagant builds that just go all over the place, putting too much stuff. For me, parts of this is okay. I'm probably never ever gonna really look at the back here. Then we come to the side here. You got like a middle section here of a rooftop before you come to the one on the top. More windows there that do not open or close. Everyone's gonna be buying this for the cartoon, just for the sake of having Shin-Chan's home here. Now it's time to take this thing apart. I've never quite seen anything built like this, so I'm so glad that this is like really original and it's really, really unique. So what we're gonna do is take off the 2nd floor. It's only 2 floors. We'll come back to this later. So solid, I like that. So this rooftop here, yeah, it looks like it's like, oh, it's blocking so much room, I can't get my hands in there. Well, it comes off very easy. Like, oh, yeah, that is so cool, man. All right, that comes off. Super solid. You can see the backside of it there. You can see how it has like little pillars in between. Maybe only this part is a little bit loose, but it's actually holding in pretty good there. Okay, so put this to the side. And now, do one blow, get all the dust out. You can see on the inside there, like this. Yo, that looks like a floor plan, like a home, guys. I'm really liking this thing. If I flip it to the bottom, just to show you how the plates are designed. There you go, so you do have multiple plates. But this has not fallen off or not fallen apart on me at all. That's called good build, good design. It's like structurally well supported in there. Nothing's like flimsy or breaking apart, just really good. And of course it's super solid, right? The one thing I like about this whole ground floor is the majority of it is all tiled up. The only thing that's not is the back and the sides too, the garden area. I like that front door because it has a little frosted piece there on the side and it has transparent one blocks on the top. And it's just nice, you can kind of see through there. You got a little lamp there on the side, which I've never seen done like that before. So if I lift this up, you can see right here, this little piece is where it's holding, it's like a hinge. It's like holding the rooftop right there, it's just cool. Now, once you open it, it's a little bit flimsy here. It's just because it's like not much holding that into place. Let's continue to look on the outside there. You got a little step to go up into those sliding doors, which don't open and close. If you look closely, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of scratch marks on it. That's just one of the downsides, you know. You're paying so much, you would hope that those would be super clear, but that happens, man. This right here is a print, by the way. I think that's just like either a storage cabinet or electrical box that goes inside there. Nothing inside of it. It's just a piece, but it's nice that that's printed. So even though there's not too much decoration going on this part, I really like it. They minimized on flowers. I mean, that's supposed to be flowers. You can always put your own. And I like how the window kind of sticks out a little bit. And right here in the corner is a little tiny dog house for Shiro the dog. I think that's his name. And you know what's special about this? It's like a little modular dog house. Look at that. Go inside, little dog can fit inside. Can Shiro fit in there? His head's a little bit, his ears are too big. Oh, you can kind of squeeze him in there. Doesn't look really that great. What a cool little idea. That is one of the few stickers on the doghouse. So the remaining things in the garden, you have a bucket, simple, and another hanger for your clothes. Little design, I like that, very simple. Then you come to this side here, which has a little air conditioning unit there, which is cool. That is a sticker though. And another little bench or a step up to go into this room here. And another one of these prints. You know, I don't know what that is. So we walk on into the front door here, and you got the shoe area. There's a little cabinet there. And you got an old school style telephone, at least I think that's a phone, with a little container next to it. And you got all these little 1x1 tiles, at least it's all tiled in there. One thing I love about this interior is that even though it's like real simple tiles, the color tone is like really cool, very cartoony. So moving on, you got this blue staircase that goes up to the second floor. What's really cool is the staircase can actually just pop off like that. It's great, there's a lot of room to put your hands inside, maybe except for this little hallway and the bathroom. It's a little bit tight, but other than that, totally playable for kids. It feels really low, like the walls, especially here, like, oh, you don't build it up. It's not like other modulars where you're like going really high and it's like so hard to get in. So we'll come to this side first, which is like another little hallway here, the purple tiles. There's a door underneath the staircase, nothing inside there. It's a little bit cramped trying to get in there. So you gotta be careful how you open that door. So you come up to the sink here that has this mirror, which is a sticker, little cabinet, you can't open it, mug. And I'm not sure what the green thing is. Maybe someone can let me know what that is. Yeah, it's a little bit cramped here, but you can fit a figure there. Brush their teeth. So the next room, which is still part of the bathroom, is the bathtub or bathing area. And it looks like they have two sections here. One is the bathtub, which is really cute, by the way. That's awesome that they use a window piece sideways and they kind of made it high. It's just like a real Japanese bathtub. You can actually take off that plastic piece so the figure can sit inside if you wanted to, but right now it's kind of like a window there, the illusion of water, and you got a couple faucets there. Hey man, if you don't have room for your mocks, there you go. Make it sideways using window pieces to make a bathtub. And next to the bathtub, you got the shower area, and there's no shower head. I'm guessing that's shower area because you got the drain there, and there's like shampoo in the corner. We come over here to this very small room, which is where the toilet is. It's a very tight toilet. I like how it's totally flushed out and tiled looking inside. Probably the hardest room to get a figure in and out of that toilet. But anyway, you got a bathroom there, which is really nice. Yeah, that's a really small toilet, man. But just to give you guys a little tip right here, they use these pieces right there to hold the staircase into place so it doesn't push down if you push down on the piece. I just thought that was actually kind of cool. So when you build it, it's like, yeah, it's secure, it's nice and secure there. Now, this is no door here, but I'm assuming they intended to make it seem like that's a sliding door. So now we're walking into this living room. It's kind of like a melon green colored room. I think my problem is that I've done so many crazy sets where the interior is like really lavish. They have so many things inside. This one actually looks a little bit plain. I gotta keep reminding myself though, you're probably gonna set the characters in here and you know, you can play with it inside. There's a lot of room to move around. So some of you might just be a little bit disappointed. Some of you might really like it because it's like living in a minimalistic house. Did I say that right? Minimalistic house. Look, you only got this table in the middle and it's a very simple table. It's like to the floor, cross your legs and sit down and watch TV over there. By the way, that is a really cool little TV stand. It's very simple, right? But you know that's a television on top. And I absolutely love the sticker on it. And from what I've read, I think the cartoon he watches is called Action Kamen. I like the ha 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 sticker on there. Now on this side, we got another cabinet that is really plain. There's nothing inside. You do have a couple of like what looks like books on the top corner there. Another container next to this clock, and the A is a sticker, and the clock itself is a sticker as well. And another picture on the top there, which is a sticker of a pair of fish. I'm guessing fish. And opposite that side, the little counter ledge for the window. You know, you can probably put a couple of small little things there. Maybe put even more flowers on that side if you wanted to. And that's really it for that room. But hey, the next room's got a bunch of stuff in it. So let's slowly walk into the kitchen. And you know what I'm gonna say, right? That little tile right there, yeah, that's a sticker. You're coming to the kitchen here, which is probably the busiest looking room out of this whole set. So in the middle of the kitchen, you got the table, which is exactly the same one as the one in the living room, but it is raised now. So you do have a couple of chairs there so you can sit around. The family can have their meal there. And then we'll look on the back wall. You got a stove there, the fan for the stove. Very nice pastel colors, right? Got some cabinets there, nothing inside. Got the sink area. I like the fridge though. They use like what, a car or van door as a fridge door to open. And look inside, you got items inside. You know, there's just probably like your milk or whatever. It's just, at least it's got something inside. So that was actually pretty cool. And then you got the freezer underneath. There's nothing there. This side, you got some drawers. They do open up and close. There's nothing inside. And looks like a microwave there. The sticker on it. Clock above as well. I'm assuming that's a bento box right next to that microwave oven. Then finally, you got one more cabinet in here, which they kind of use this particular style in some of the rooms. I thought it was actually pretty okay. It's fun to build, but those are stickers on there. Now this door that you're seeing, that's printed. So they do have a couple printed pieces on here. I was like, oh, that's a nice surprise. Let me come into this room here. I'm not sure whose room this is. Someone care to let me know? We'll start in the top corner there, which you do have the air conditioning unit. Continuing on the inside, nice and flat, simple build. Makeup table, sticker again. That's a mirror, but it has that cartoony look. So it kind of goes with the set, like it's intentional, right? You got some drawers there, and you got a teddy bear on top. That's a typical Oxford teddy bear that we've seen in other sets. And that brown cabinet again, but they did not use stickers on the front. It just has an illusion that it opens up. And on this side, you got a cabinet in here. The most unfortunate thing is that there's nothing inside. It's just like it's facing a wall. I think they could have maybe made that a little bit bigger so you can store some stuff inside. Some of you may be disappointed with that, like, oh, they didn't put enough detail on the inside. There's a lot of you who just don't even care for the interior. Okay, so put the staircase back on, and let's move up the next floor. Again, rooftop here can come off. I like the little antenna piece. We'll come back to that later. Oh, look how easy that came off. Probably a little bit disappointing just because there's not a lot going on inside this room, but I still like the whole overall look on that camera, especially if I do a quick spin for you guys. You can see it's very clean looking, right? So I flip it this way. Well, oh, nice thing is it's all tiled up. That is the smallest hallway I've ever seen. So narrow, you can't fit anything inside there. But yeah, I'm guessing they had to make it like this just to follow the shape of the actual house or be like the cartoon. Otherwise, they probably could have made it more square and had another room there. So we come down here into another melon green looking room. It looks like no one's moved in here. Where's the furniture? Oh, I think they could have at least made some objects in here. You know, like a futon or maybe another table or something, man. You only got this closet, the lonely closet, all by itself. This one's even smaller than the one downstairs. When you open this cabinet, you're just facing a wall. Oh, that sucks, man. You know, this probably would have been the best place to actually put a sticker. So when you open the door, you can see all the items in the house. And you close it, then you hide the sticker. Smart thinking, Scotty. Smart thinking. And they do have a little balcony here. Can't go out there. A couple misses here on the mark. Okay, come to the last room here, the blue room. Same deal with the cabinet, it's just facing a wall. Wish that would have been extended out a little bit. You probably could just remove the tiles there on the floor and just push it out, and it would probably still be too small. But you do have these two cabinets side by side. It's really funny because one of these cabinets, if you look on the back, they kind of cheated with the tiles there. That was pretty funny. But it's nice that they did break up the look of this one. But the other one looks like the one from downstairs. And you got just a very simple desk and a chair. As for the balconies, you got room to put the figures on there, so that's good. And I still like the look of it, even though it's just like it's almost modern, like clean. That's the word, it's just very clean. So yeah, I had to admit, I was a little bit let down with this room going, oh, I wish they had like a lot more stuff. But you get so much stuff down here, that's just like a lot of fun. And when you see the whole set together as a whole, it's just like, I've never seen anything like this. It's still one of my favorite sets. I can't believe it. Finally got this rooftop here, super solid. Got a little antenna here. These wrench pieces there for the antenna, I thought that was actually pretty cool. But yeah, that's it, man. The house is done. We're finished with this. So if you want to put this back together, don't forget, big rooftop first. And it's done in a way where you just match up this piece right here to this staircase there. So it's kind of easy to find. You get used to it once you find the spot, and then you push it down. Sits perfectly fine. And then this floor next goes this way. Just line it to the corner here. Here, you have a little bit of protrusion sticking out there of the tiles. There. Finally, the rooftop. I think it goes this way. This one is just by feel. There, see like that. Yeah. I get that on there. Do I have that right? I think so. That's all right. Now it's time to look at the figures. We'll start, of course, with Shinosuke. Did I say that right? Or Shin-Chan, the 5-year-old. He's kind of like a naughty boy. There are like images with him pulling his pants down. He always likes to show his butt. You know, a little bit of potty humor. And his front side too, they cover it with an elephant. I kind of wish they had that here. But here he is in his iconic red and yellow outfit. There's no printing on the clothes, but the selling point here, of course, is the head. Now, yes, the head will fit on your standard regular figures, if you wanted to know. But his expression here is like his mouth is wide open going, ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. So he sits perfectly, probably watching TV. They actually printed the copyright stamp there on the back of his head. So you know, this is legit. So now we're looking at baby sister Himawari. I hope I'm saying those right. Himawari Nohara. The cool thing is, this is an original figure. It's like its own mold. She has the same expression as her brother, like, ooh. So you know the brother and sisters. I like her hair, the top part of that. And she looks like she's holding a little baby toy. So there she is. Front to back. Again, the back has a little bit of that copyright printed on the headpiece. Would have been better on the bottom. But yeah, this is a very special figure, especially if you like this cartoon. It's the only place you can probably get it. Now let's look at the parents. We'll start with Misai. She's kind of like a Marge Simpson with her hair like that, but it's sideways. She's wearing her everyday clothes that you see in the cartoon. Look at her face. They all have this expression like, whoa. She has like double eyebrows. That's crazy. Or that like one's supposed to be like the outline of the eye, I think. That is one piece for the head and the hair. It doesn't separate. The copyright logo on the back looks really different from the back, doesn't it? It looks like a piece of rock. I really like the figures just because of their heads. It really makes them stand out. And again, it makes them look very cartoony. And finally, you got the father here, Hiroshi. Most of the time, it looks like he's always in his business suit. Here, he's in his casual clothes, and he does wear this color from time to time. And it was probably just easier to just keep them all plain. But his head is really cool, so it's good that each figure, their heads are totally different from one another. He has a little bit of specks, like his beard's marks coming through. He looks a little bit happier. And same deal on the back, copyright UI. We can't forget about the pet dog. This is Shiro. He looks really cute. I like the head. You know, it looks a lot better than other cats and dogs we've seen from other sets. But, you know, he's representing the cartoon. So I like the ears. And yes, this is a special type of mold. So if you want this dog, this is the only way you're going to be able to get him. All right, so there's all the characters. They look great. And there's one more bike that does come with the set. It's kind of the same typical Oxford block bicycle that you see in some of their toy shop sets. And it's very simple, but it's cool that they added this in. It is now time for dimensions. As you know, it's on multiple plates, but just to give you an overall idea, so if you want to measure it out with your place, if you look here in the front, along there, that is 49 studs. On this side, you're looking at about 42. Actually, what we can do is pull out regular base plate. Okay, here's my base plate just to show you guys there. Yeah, you can measure up for yourself. There you go. So 42. Here. There. Okay. 49. Now let's check the height. Here's my height bricks. I'm gonna stack it here, closest to the antenna. It's like, oh, actually it might be a little bit higher than this. Right now I have it at about 28 bricks in height. It's maybe around 29 bricks for the antenna, you know? But there you go. Stack up your bricks. You can compare the size or maybe take off the antenna. That'll be a little bit lower to about here. And you can count that for yourself. But what about the car? Let's look at the car. So for the car, I'm gonna use a road plate. Let's just put the car here. Very nicely in the city there. Back it up here. Back it up, back it up. It's around 16 studs that direction. You can see, if I were to turn it this way and just kind of line it up for you, it's around between like 7 studs to 8 studs. The height for the car is about 6 bricks in height. So there you go, your dimensions. Let's take a quick look at the figures on the set themselves. Here's the Shin-Chan family coming home, getting ready for dinner. So I tried several combinations for putting the characters in the car, and the most I can get was 2 in there, but Mama can only fit in the front because of her hair is so huge. It'll push the rooftop, so she cannot sit in the back, and The other characters can't really sit in the back because of their hairpiece being too big, except for the baby. Baby, where are you? There you are. She's kind of loose in there. So this combo works okay, or the father in the front and the baby in the back, or Crayon Shin driving the car, but he shouldn't be driving, right? He's too young. But there you go. There she is in the car. That's kind of nice like that, like a convertible. Okay, she's back in the car in there, and we got the two guys over here. There's Shin riding his bike, ready to go home. The old man walking the dog. There's Hiroshi checking the mail, getting his paycheck to feed the family. Baby Himawari just kind of chilling there on the bench, waiting to eat something. Let's go in the house. First thing Messiah needs to do is check the laundry, hang up the clothes. The Shin-Chan putting Shiro back in the doghouse. Shiro thinking, I can't fit in this doghouse. Oof, 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 oof. As you can see that they all are just hanging out and chilling. So it looks really nice with the characters there. Pops in the front door, checking the phone, and closes the door and give it a more cartoony feel. Bring, 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 bring. This is old school, man. Gotta check his voicemails on the telephone there. Shin-Chan working his way to the toilet to wash his hands. Mama's headed towards the kitchen to cook some dinner. There's baby playing with Shiro inside this barren living area. So having the characters here actually does liven up the place a little bit, so that's good. There's Shin. He's trying to use the sink. Boy, he can barely fit a figure in there. That's why I have to go handheld with the camera. It's the only way I can get the camera in there. But there he is. At least you can fit a figure. Now he's going to go potty. Dad picking out a book to read, looking at the clock, the time there. Baby is now playing on the table. That piece of rock, Mom, is starting to cook the meal in the kitchen. There's Shin in the toilet, so you can see it's like super tight to sit in that potty. Man, I'd be claustrophobic trying to sit in there. That's funny, man. That is so tight. And Daddy is taking a little bath right there. You know, I see a lot of guys do this trick too. Just take off the torso and they look like they're in water. Or we can take that panel off and put his full body in to see what it looks like. But there he is, enjoying his bath. That is a nice view though from the bathtub. You can look out the window, be like, hey everybody. So here's the shot with the panel taken out. So, you know, you have the option, leave it in or remove it. Yeah, it sits in there quite nicely. So Messiah's here in the kitchen waiting for everyone to finish up so they can all eat. Shiro waiting there by the table. He'll get all the table scrap for sure. There's baby Himarara checking out the fridge. Feed me, hungry. Okay, so here's the gang sitting at the table. I did have to adjust some of the chairs, like move them out of the way. The characters might not fit in there properly. So, you know, you might want to pull the chairs back, especially for Mama and her big hair. But there they go. They're ready to eat their dinner. Unfortunately, they have no food with the set. So they're just going to have to eat Shiro. As you can see with the characters here, just great. The characters look really good in the set. That means I have to buy the other set so I can put more characters in here and fill up this whole entire house. Dinner is all finished. Here's the family hanging out, watching TV. Ha 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 ha. Meanwhile, Mama's here at her makeup table. I'm assuming this is her room then. Taking off all her makeup, getting ready for sleep. And Shiro all alone in the corner there, waiting for everyone to go upstairs. So let's go upstairs. Here they go, going up the step. 1, 2, where's the second floor? Okay, we'll get there in a second, but want to remind you guys that if you're putting the characters here and you put the floor on top, they're probably not going to fit, man. The gap's like really small. Yeah, you see like right there, once you put the rooftop on, the staircase gets a little bit cramped, man. All right, let's see these guys on the second floor. Okay, the second floor is on. I kind of can't stop laughing because these guys look like they're struggling in this hallway. Mama's head is like really squeezing tight in there. Doesn't quite fit. And look, there's poor Shin. He cannot fit on the stairs. So yeah, this is a little bit tight for the figures to go up here. And there's Shiro on this part of the rooftop. Just so you know what I mean, they could have extended this section out and had a nice little room. But I'm pretty sure they're following the cartoon as close as possible. You can see them through there. Hey guys. Alright, let's see them in the rooms. Here they are in the blue room. Nice and cramped inside. Dad's working on the desk there. Shin-Chan's checking out the cabinets. Mom's looking at the closet going, "There's too many clothes in there." Shiro agrees. Woof woof. And baby Himarara. I like that name, by the way. It's like looking at us going, "You guys need to go to the next video. Okay? Alright, we just got one more room to look at." And finally, the last room here with nothing in it. All the guys are just standing around going, "What do we do in this room?" I mean, if the guys made this room, they must have known like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be blank in this room. I guess you're just gonna throw your figures in here. But even that won't save the room. And oh yeah, before I set up the final shot, just want to show you this corner piece here. It might be new to some of you guys. I think I've seen it maybe a couple times. I can't even remember anymore, but every time I come across something new, I think it's new. I'm like, it's a new piece. So that's an interesting piece from Oxford. You'll find that being used in the car as well. So there's Mom and Dad on that balcony. There's Shin, Himara, and Shiro on that balcony. I hope we say our goodbyes to the family. And I can move on to the next video. So there you go. You guys want me to review that one next? You've been waiting for this one? Sure. We're done. Now I can drop test this thing for you guys. So just remember, if we're too expensive, you can find this set anywhere if you can. I think like eBay or a bunch of other websites have it. I don't know how much it's going for. But you know, if you find it cheaper, just go for it, man. And if it's still too expensive for you and you want to see the set destroyed, well, now you're going to see that. So let me just breathe in, breathe out. We'll try to pick this thing up. Hopefully I'm not too cropped. I can't see myself when I'm shooting in slow-mo. So I'll leave the characters on the balcony. Let's see if they'll stay on there. You're going to fall off? Oh, one fall down. I can't see in the front. All right. So we'll lift this up. What do you guys think? Will it survive? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll check this top first. Ooh, it shifted. Oh, Mama stayed on the balcony. Nothing here. Something will fall down. This one is okay. The inside. If I tip this upside down. So just the carport part fell down in the characters. That's what I'm talking about. Solid, yo. Solid! This one passed the drop test. Yes. Well, except for maybe that thing. So there it is, Crayon Shin-Chan's home. It's available for a limited time, I guess, on brickmeupscottie.com. If you really want it, hit us up and know what you're paying for. And if you want to wait, you can try and wait. I don't know if the price will actually go down or if it will just continue to keep rising up higher and higher. It's crazy watching this thing go up in price. But you know, there are a lot of hardcore fans that are probably buying this or have built it themselves already. Maybe you don't like it. Watch the next video, which I'll be back really soon. So thank you so much for liking, commenting. Don't forget to subscribe so I can bring you guys more videos. All right, until next time, break me out, Shin-Chan! And I actually enjoyed building that. They do this in the set in this kind of style, which is pretty cool. And I actually enjoyed building that. They do this in the set in this kind of style, which is pretty cool. And I actually enjoyed building that. They do this in the set in this kind of style, which is pretty cool. And I actually enjoyed building that. They do this in the set in this kind of style, which is pretty cool.